Saskatoon Smoke on the Water competition, this is our first annual event. And there's a lot of barbecue clubs across Canada, and this is what they do. Everybody loves to barbecue. It's a little bit different than grilling in the backyard. This type is done with the smoker, long and slow at a low temperature. And we just want to bring people together who want to learn about it and have a lot of fun and hold some competitions. Being our first event, we had, well, there was lots going on. We have a ribbon contest that went Saturday at 7 o'clock. We have the Saskatoon Robotics, Combat Robotics Club in doing a little bit of competition where robots, radio-controlled ones, fight each other and tear each other apart. We have lots of barbecues on display. Traeger Canada, who's one of our sponsors, has a lot of barbecues on site, and they have tips for barbecuing as well.
I'm the head judge. I'm with the Pacific Northwest Barbecue Association. And the Pacific Northwest Barbecue Association is the sanctioning body for this event. So it oversees the judging, and it encourages the participants to follow the rules and regulations of the association for the 4 main meat categories that they're turning in. So today's competition is a traditional full barbecue contest. So they're doing pork butt, beef brisket, chicken, and pork ribs. So the pork ribs can only be baby backs or side ribs. And those are the 4 main components of the contest today. Those will be added up together at the end of the day, and a grand champion will be determined from those 4 categories. But they're also doing a really fun category called the Chef's Challenge, and it's up to the cook to do whatever they want. So this gives the teams an opportunity to show off a little bit and try some of their favorite recipes that maybe they cook for friends or family on the weekends. And it can literally be individual servings. I've seen desserts come in. I've seen appetizers and breakfast. It's so much fun. Yeah, it's a great time. So we're going to judge this first box, which is box number 1. We're going to judge for appearance only. All right, we'll start down here. For the 4 main categories, we're judging first of all for presentation, so how it looks. Then we're judging for texture and tenderness of the meat, and finally for taste. So the weight of each category is 50% is taste, 25% for texture and tenderness, and 25% for appearance. And then at the end of it, all of the scores are calculated together, and then the winner of each category is determined. And then the person with the highest points for all 4 of the categories is awarded the grand championship. And then the second place is called the reserve champion. And they're getting trophies and ribbons and cash today, so they're all jacked up and ready to go.
I am the Diva Q, absolutely the Diva Q of barbecue. I've traveled here from Barrie, Ontario, Canada, to the beautiful city, a little bit rainy today, of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I'm here to compete in the first annual Smoke on the Water barbecue competition in the beautiful farmers market here. A plethora of teams here from all across Canada. The head judges from BC, we have teams right across from us from Manitoba. Overall, we have a great selection of teams here that really know everything there is about barbecue. Come out and ask them questions. They're the pros. It's a really family-friendly event. It's a beautiful, beautiful city that doesn't feel like a city. So many incredibly gorgeous churches. The architecture's fantastic here. The mayor came over and introduced himself to me yesterday because he knew I'd come so far for this barbecue competition. And I'm truly blessed to be here with such great barbecuers. It's a fantastic event. I think it's going to get just bigger and better every single year. Certainly with the waterfront development that you have in place right now with the city of Saskatoon, it'll just tie into the prestige of this event in the future years. In Whistler, BC, there's another huge barbecue competition. I'm actually debating whether to fly in for that one. I'll probably make my decision on Tuesday or Wednesday to see how I'm tired from this one. I'm coming off of a 4.5, 5-week stretch of traveling. There's a competition also in Langley, BC that's coming up this year. There's a competition coming up in Manitoba in 3 weeks. There's all these wonderful barbecue competitions with great opportunities for family fun, family events, or get the guys together, get the ladies together. The ladies take back the grill. You belong there too. I'm a diva of barbecue, but I'm also currently the highest ranked Canadian in the Kansas City Barbecue Society. I'm also the only Canadian ever to get 2 perfect scores from Kansas City Barbecue Society judges. So I'm real proud of those. I'm real lucky to have a lot of friends in the barbecue world, Canadian, US alike, Germany, lots of other European countries. And barbecue is a universal thing. Barbecue is not just about the food. Barbecue is about the people, the passion, and making just some great food and friendships along the way.
Well, you see, there's 6 judges, and what they have to do is make 6 individual portions, and those are very, very strict as well. If you have sauce on your samples, the sauce cannot be pooled in the bottom of the container, otherwise you could be disqualified. You have to have 6 individual containers. If one judge goes to pull out a portion and it's still attached to another portion, you could be disqualified. Turn-in times, you have a turn-in time and you're allowed 5 minutes after that. If you turn in late, you can get maybe point deductions, or you can be disqualified altogether. So it's very rigid and very strict.
I judged Regina's first barbecue competition last year and again this year, and now up here to help out with Saskatoon's, and looking forward to it. Had a lot of fun doing it. It's quite interesting. I enjoy this traditional style barbecue, so it goes along with what I want to do.
Well, this will be my second competition. I was certified in Regina 2 weeks ago. It went really well. Certainly better than expected. I was just in awe of the equipment and the time and the effort that folks put into their preparation of the meat. Still amazed.
And unfortunately, no matter how good it is, the judges really aren't supposed to show any expression when they're trying it. But that's with all judging. Oh, yeah. Inside they're going, oh, yummy, but on the outside they're going, can't show it. All the competitors, they all have their own little secrets. They all have their own little twists. So pork butt, for example, will take up to 14 hours to smoke. So they're tending the smokers. They're there all the time. They're adding wood. They're coming back in the draft, making slight adjustments just to get the recipes just perfect. So yeah, everybody has their own secrets and their own techniques.
Best secret I can give you, don't boil your ribs. Fat is flavor, okay? Fat is good, just in moderation. If you want lean meat, go buy a tenderloin. You buy the ribs to get that flavor, and the flavor comes from the fat. It doesn't come from boiling it. You gotta, if you pay for the meat, there's a saying, you pay for the meat, you don't pay for the sauce. You should still be able to taste the meat under all that sauce and rub. So yeah, stop boiling your ribs, people.
Throw in some lump charcoal in a basket in the bottom. The valves are on the side. This one are for air intake. They bring air in and exhaust out the top. So it's just like a wood stove, I guess. Air in, exhaust out.
There's a big difference between grilling and barbecuing, right? Grilling is done usually over relatively high heat over gas, like you would do with a steak on a Wednesday night. And then barbecue, traditional Southern style barbecue, is low and slow with wood